Hi, I'm William. I'm one of the co-founders of Endgrate, and today I'll be walking through Endgrate's public Postman workspace. So this is a place to help you test and build out your connection to Endgrate. We try to make it as simple as possible with very intuitive API endpoints for you to test out. So let's get started. We provide you a default environment, and this is the place where we store the variables that you'll need. So the most important is the API key, which you can grab for yourself in the dashboard. If you want to test out the webhook functionality, you can specify the webhook endpoint. And if you want to test out the save section functionality, we also provide that for you. Because sessions are persisted for 72 hours by default, we recommend you set this value to false when you're testing, but you can set it to true if you'd like to play around with it as well. All right. So now let's go over our collections. So we have two collections, one for pulling data and one for pushing data. For both collections, we have all the API endpoints that you'll have to hit in a step-by-step order. So it's very simple for you to get started. So for example, for pull data, let's go with the paginate optionality. So this is, again, the method of pulling data where after the user imports, we want to hit a Endgrate endpoint to get the data into our system. So to do this, we first initiate our pull by specifying a schema. So this is just a sample schema that I have set up. Optionally, if you want to be notified when the transfer is complete, you can include a webhook endpoint. And if you want the session to persisted, you can specify that as well. So now let's send this request. Notice we get a session ID, and that's what we use in step 2. So for step 2, we redirect the user to the public Endgrate endpoint, and we take that session ID that we got in step 1. So I'll just copy that over. So your user, again, is greeted with the Endgrate site, again, white labeled to your brand. They can choose a integration provider, so let's say they choose HubSpot, and let's do contacts. After connecting with their HubSpot account, they're brought to the mapping page where, let's say I want to import the email, and I just click confirm. You can see that it says there aren't any recent transfers yet, and that's because I haven't triggered one, because that's the next step. So I can just click send here because we actually save that session ID in Postman. So after that, you can see here, your users are redirected to the statistics page where they see the statistics of their transfer. It's already completed. And finally, to get the data back, you can just hit the pull data endpoint with the transfer ID. And because it's already saved in Postman automatically, we just click send, and we get the data in our system. And that's it. That's all there is to it to get pretty much data from any of our providers into your system. It's a very simple process. And for push data, it's actually even simpler. So let's do that. So for push, you can similarly initiate a push by specifying your schema and optionally specifying the save session flag. So I'll send that request. We get that session ID, which we redirect the user to. So let me just copy that over. Get that session ID. And let's, because I'm already logged in, just choose HubSpot again. Let's say I want to create or update contacts. Again, just authorize. Let's say your user wants to specify some fallback value and just click confirm. Again, you'll see that there aren't transfers yet because I haven't triggered one, but again, you can just trigger this transfer whenever you want. So just click send, and there we go. We see the 3 sample data that I just got triggered. You can see that in that body. I just sent some sample data there, and it should be completed. And that's it. That's pretty much all there is to it. We tried to make it as simple as possible for not only developers wanting to connect to our product, but also end users who want to be able to import and export their data. Hope you enjoyed the demo. Let us know if you have any questions, and until next time, take care.